to the Panic Button. I'm Nina.
And I'm Jessie.
A lot of women have sex even when they don't want to have sex, but it's pleasurable for men. So I can't see it being any other way. I can't see it being other way because for y'all, it literally triggers the reward system in y'all's brain. Like y'all's brains fire up and it makes you want to do it more and more, right? That's not the way it happens with women. You know what I mean?
Do you believe every man is like that?
99% of them.
Wait. How many women do you feel don't enjoy sex? Like you make it seem like it's a task.
Well, it is. I mean, look at the divorce rates. I mean, listen.
Well, no, divorce is normally for money.
No,
it's not. Why'd you get married if sex wasn't a part of it?
No.
Like,
Divorce is normally for money? Whoa, this is intense red pill right here.
This is pretty deep into it. Do you feel in any relationship you've been in, sex is a task?
No, but if I was with a guy and I'm gay, then that would be that would feel like a chore.
In every relationship I've been in, sex never felt like a chore unless the relationship was dead. So I still fail to see how a lot of these women ended up in these relationships. If they're just complacently laying there so he can get his nuts off and call it a day.
Medical News Today says
6% of women said they had an internal orgasm during penetrative intercourse. 40% said they had an orgasm nearly always. 16% had an orgasm half the time. 38% had one infrequently, and 14% had never had an orgasm from a sex.
14% of women under the age of 35 have never had an orgasm from intercourse.
I knew it.
That's sad.
Explains itself.
Wait.
Explains itself.
I remember this. Look up how many times a lesbian comes during sex, though.
Okay, the mean occurrence rate of how often sexual encounters with other people led to orgasm was 61% for heterosexual women, 58% for bisexual women, and 74% for lesbians.
Sounds about right.
They're very satisfied in the lesbian community. And so that's what my point is.
But remember, we're saying orgasm from sexual encounters. We're not saying orgasm from penetration. That's not there.
No, my point is that the reason it becomes a chore for them is because they're getting no reward from it.
Because it's a chore for the man to go down on the women. I've heard a lot of guys in the red pill space being like, I'm not going down on women. And I'm like, are you kidding? No wonder she's miserable. She's not getting off.
You don't even have to go down on the woman. You just have to care.
And if that's a chore, then her having sex with you would end up being a chore because it's got to be frustrating not being able to have sex or an orgasm for God knows how long.
Depending on the
when
person.
Your partner's getting off the whole time. Sorry.
But depending on the person, you don't even need to go down on them.
That's true.
You don't even need to have that as part of it. You just need to be sexually intimate and care about, like, fucking foreplay. That's literally it. There's a ton of women who'd be satisfied not having someone go down on them, but having a partner that cares about them sexually.
It seems like these men who believe that divorce is all about the money are probably the men who aren't going down on their women and refuse to believe that their bad sex is the reason why the woman doesn't want to be with them.
You only care about yourself.
Because that's... Some of the time, women will divorce a man if she's not...
Well, if you're wang bang, make me a sandwich, man, then yeah.
Mm-hmm. Make me a sandwich.
See, that's the problem. Men do not listen to women. Y'all don't. Women be talking, and all over the globe, you hear this like sex is a chore, sex is a chore. You even had this dude. You remember when the spreadsheet came out? When he made that spreadsheet for every time his wife denied him sex, because he kept asking and asking.
I remember that, yeah, I remember that.
This is typical in marriages. I mean, that's typical. And women keep saying that because it's not as pleasurable for them as it is for y'all. Look.
Wait, so would you say is communication is the problem then?
No,
because,
it's... See, men are selfish. And so y'all just want to get your penis wet and then go to sleep. Then you want her to make you a sandwich after not caring about heating up the microwave, right?
That sounds pretty good.
I know it sounds good. I know it sounds good. You a male, man.
That sounds pretty nice.
So here's the thing. Women keep saying this, but here's the thing. There is an inverse relationship between men and women. Men and women aren't compatible. Just because y'all genitalia fit, that don't make y'all compatible. Galileo said you cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. Everybody know who Galileo is, right? Mark Twain said, it takes much to convince the average man of anything, and probably nothing will ever make him realize that he's the average woman's inferior. Y'all have something in y'all's brain that prevents y'all from listening. Y'all take commands. This is why the military handle y'all the way they handle you. You go do this, do that. That's how y'all operate. Y'all don't listen. So even with women talking and telling you, it still don't register.
Yo, you can't make this up. So I find it ironic that she used two historical male figures to validate her point when she's making the point that men don't listen. And one of the points she was trying to make is that you can't educate a man because he doesn't listen. Well, first of all, let's start out with Galileo. Number one, Galileo, while accredited with inventing the telescope and a bunch of other things, he actually was totally wrong about the tides. You feel what I'm saying? There's a whole debate about that, but he was wrong.
That doesn't make her point any less valid. Just because he was wrong, just because Galileo was wrong about something doesn't mean that his quote isn't relevant to her argument. Sir, you are literally doing what these woke people do, which is like personal attacks in order to not have to make a point.
He's trying to sit here and discredit him for not understanding that the moon controls the tides, which, on God, how would anyone make that connection? When Galileo's the person who discovered that the sun was the center of the universe and not the earth, he was the first man to say, maybe I'm not the center of the universe.
I think she was referencing that a lot of modern day men don't listen, not whatever he's assuming.
Based on his quote and the things that she's saying and the things that he discovered, do you think he's not the man who's like, hey, let me take a step back and evaluate where I actually stand in this situation and not where I think I stand in this situation? That's what the kind of man that Galileo sounds like. You sound like a bitch.
I don't agree with everything that she was saying, mind you. There were some things that were like, I don't know. But for the man to, I don't know. I don't buy his bullshit.
To take someone's point of view for the fact he was a man, not the fact that he discovered insane things about the world, shows that you'd rather put the fact that you're a man above your own intelligence, in my eyes. Congratulations. You'd rather have a penis than have brain cells.
You played yourself.
I think most men would take the penis over the brain cells.
You're damn right.
But anyway, like and subscribe, comment below. We have to cut this video short because my camera's going to overheat and shut down.